Saying no is a superpower. You get to decide what works for you, what you want to do or not. But sometimes, particularly when it comes to alcohol, saying no can be intimidating, not because it's hard to say the word no, but because it can feel awkward or uncomfortable. But guess what? It doesn't have to be. In today's video, we'll explore some easy ways to say no to alcohol without feeling awkward. If you're new here, welcome. We offer mental health support through fun and engaging videos. Now let's dive in. First off, why does saying no to alcohol feel awkward? Well, sometimes it feels challenging because of the social pressure we face. According to research by the American Psychological Association, Americans are influenced heavily by peer pressure. They found that those who felt a strong sense of belonging to their group were more likely to engage in risky behaviors, including underage drinking, because they didn't want to be seen as the odd one out. This desire to fit in can lead to that awkwardness when you decline a drink. But let's shift the narrative. Imagine this scenario. You're at a party with friends and someone offers you a drink. How would you respond if you don't want to drink? Let's look at 3 approaches. The first approach is to say yes. But wait, I don't want a drink. When you accept a drink, even though you don't want one, you're essentially setting yourself up for discomfort. This can be like agreeing to participate in a task you don't enjoy doing. Research shows that when we're forced to do things against our will, even if it's a small thing like finishing someone else's leftover pizza, it leads to more stress and less satisfaction. Instead, consider politely declining the offer. It's better to be honest from the start than to find yourself in a situation you'd rather avoid. The second approach is to say no, but I really want this drink. By focusing on your desire for the drink, you're emphasizing what you're missing out on. This can make the rejection feel more significant and potentially lead to feelings of deprivation. For instance, studies have found that restricting oneself from eating certain foods like chocolate can result in increased cravings and a stronger desire for the forbidden treat. So while it might feel tempting to focus on your cravings, it's not the most empowering approach. Instead, try shifting your attention to the reasons why you're choosing not to drink. Are you watching your calorie intake? Do you have an early morning meeting? There are many valid reasons, and acknowledging them helps you feel more in control of your decision. The third approach, which is the most empowering one, is simply to say no without any explanations or justifications. And here's why it's the most effective. In social psychology, there's a term called reactance. Reactance happens when people feel their freedom of choice is being taken away. If you're constantly explaining your reasons for not drinking, you might inadvertently be creating reactance in the other person. They might start questioning why they can't convince you to change your mind. But when you confidently decline an offer, without over-explaining, you maintain your power. The decision to not drink becomes a personal choice that respects your boundaries and autonomy. Now that we've covered the why, let's explore the how. Here are 6 practical ways to say no to alcohol without feeling awkward. 1. Be direct and honest. Clear communication is key. A simple, "No thank you," or "I appreciate the offer, but I don't want a drink right now" is usually enough. Being straightforward allows the other person to understand your intentions without room for miscommunication. It also helps prevent situations where you might feel pressured to explain your reasoning further. 2. Offer an alternative. Having a non-alcoholic beverage in hand can be a non-verbal cue that you're not interested in drinking. It can help others understand that you're not open to alcohol, reducing the chances of them offering you a drink. It's a subtle yet effective way to set a boundary. 3. Stay firm. If someone persists in offering you a drink after you've declined, gently reiterate your refusal. You could say something like, "I'm sorry, but I'm not interested," or "Thank you, but I'm really not up for it tonight." Staying firm reinforces your boundaries and sends a clear message that you mean no. 4. Change the subject. If someone continues to push after you've been firm, gracefully steer the conversation to another topic. Ask them about their weekend plans or inquire about a project they're working on. Shifting the focus can be an effective way to end the discussion about alcohol without directly confronting the person. 5. Distance yourself if necessary. If the person offering you alcohol is being overly persistent or disrespectful of your wishes, create some physical distance. Excuse yourself to use the restroom or step outside for some fresh air. Removing yourself from the situation prevents further awkwardness and protects your emotional well-being. 6. Don't justify. You don't owe anyone an explanation for not drinking. Justifying your decision can lead to more awkwardness. If someone asks why you're not drinking, you can playfully say you're the designated driver, you're on medication, or you simply don't feel like it. You don't need to overshare personal details or medical information. A simple, "It's nothing, I'm just not drinking tonight," is sufficient. It's important to remember that refusing alcohol is a personal decision. You don't need to justify your choice to anyone. While it can sometimes be difficult to say no without feeling awkward, it's a skill worth developing. With practice, you'll become more comfortable setting boundaries and asserting your preferences. Whether you're turning down an offer at a party or declining an invitation to a bar, knowing how to say no confidently can significantly impact your comfort and well-being in various social situations. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with someone who could benefit from these tips. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful drug and alcohol content. Thank you for watching. Until next time.